Hello, I want to talk to you about avoidant, being avoidant. I think it's a personality disorder as well, but I do avoid social situations, anything to do with going out in public. I don't like it, even as minor as walking past someone in the street. It's like, do I say hello? Do I not? That's what's going on in my head. Or shall I smile? Shall I ignore them? What do I do? You know? I'm constantly bothered with thoughts like that. I've got my dressing gown on, it's just warm. So that's a problem. Also, it's very hard to control my... I think I've got a split personality as well. I mean, there's me here now, but there's also a very angry me. There's also a very, the very shy me, who's feels frightened to show herself. You know, that's how I feel. I'm constantly bothered by thoughts that persuade my mind to go elsewhere. And I'm very highly sensitive, so... But also with this comes an annoying thing in me that's very angry and annoying and bitter. And with that feeling comes an outward view that people are irritating me. Little things they do. I think I'm convinced that because I am not healthy, maybe, in my mind, I think that other people aren't doing the right thing to get well. It sounds weird. I can't explain it. But yeah, how does it... I mean, sometimes I don't even care about myself, and that's not good. I think it's this problem I have. It makes me not get well, and I don't know what kind of recovery I need in order to do that. I can't. This is me, the avoidant one, and what do I do in order to convince myself otherwise? What else is there? Yeah, I feel like I said, I feel like my personality got split in two from a personality disorder. I'm losing concentration. That's my problem. If I'm not prompt, I just wander off in a mind of a bliss, where just a numbness goes bzzz, it takes me, bzzz, it takes me. It's like a force of... I would describe it as like a bubble, you know. It's a bubble of nothingness that just buzzes me away from thinking straight about things. That's why I try and do vlogs on history that make me learn about the place, and it's very difficult for me to remember things, and I make a lot of effort into that, to do that. But if I don't care sometimes, why should anyone else care? That's another thing. But I also, with the avoidance, I crave for a friend. You know, I really do. I crave for that bondness you have, the laughs, the happiness, the things like that. I think I need a mixture of things, and that is what I haven't got. I haven't got the balance. So I feel jealous of people sometimes. It's not nice. That jealous don't last, it goes, but then it's replaced with another negative feeling. I mean, I need someone to question me, otherwise I just think of a question someone. I'll think of like, what makes you happy? What makes me happy is having friends. I actually want to live by myself. I think that I would be happier if I lived. I don't want to annoy everybody. I don't want to like bother people like the way I do. I'd rather live by myself. I really would like that. So yeah, obviously I have a family also and children. I don't know if I'm doing them more harm than good being in their presence. But obviously I try to do the best I can. I feel very selfish. I'm absorbed by all this and it's making me feel very selfish. I find it very hard to give because I don't want anything from anyone. I feel like that sometimes. I don't want anything. You know, don't give me anything, then I don't have to give anything to you. How horrible is that? Oh, it's... Now, think of another question, please. I actually just talk to myself. What makes you scared? Being in a social situation, obviously. Being surrounded by people. I tend to freeze up. And then I feel like trapped. Sometimes when people ask me questions, if I'm in a very tense moment, my mind goes blank in that avoidance mind. I'll think of another question. I must sound like a loony on here. It's very hard to talk in front of a camera when you yeah, it is. When you're on your own. Another question. Come on, bring me a question. What can you do in order... That's not a good question. Yeah, criticism is very hard, very difficult. It could knock me back and I'll go into my awful mind that keeps me trapped. This isn't making any sense. I'm not even thinking about anything right now, I'm just feeling. But this is what I'm left with. I'm alone, I have a family, but I feel I'm a sociable being. You know, I like to be with people, but I can't. So I'm trapped. I feel trapped. In my vicious thoughts. Maybe I don't want to get well. I think the avoidant person doesn't want to get well. But I call it disassociate identity. It makes me feel I haven't got an identity. I don't know who I am. Sometimes I'm this angry person. Not very often. It's someone who provokes me and it gets my adrenaline up. And it makes me feel like back in the days when I got abusively bullied, mentally, physically, really quite prolonged for 4 years it happened. So that doesn't help. I've forgotten where I was now. I don't even know where I am. So this is the day of the life of a fucking mess up. You could put it like that. But also I have a lot of love to give also. You know, I'm very sensitive towards people. Don't get me wrong, I'm very considerate, very sensitive, and I like to help people. I know I'm fucking lost in it also. I think, right, if it's just a small group I can help. If it's a large group I feel that avoidance thing coming on. So the small group I can help someone. I will give someone my devoted attention. I will listen. I will, for the best of my knowledge, all the shit I've learned in this messed up head, I might be able to, you know, because I've studied things in my head all the time. I've become sort of my own scientist, if that makes any sense. Wanting to know one thing and one thing only, truth. Truth is something that I want. Maybe I don't want someone to tell me the truth. And I need someone to tell me the truth because it will fucking hurt. And I think I know the truth. That's the problem. I think I know it. I think I know it. But see, that's why I feel like this, and then I feel like this, and then I feel like this. So it's 3 different things. 3 different... trapped. But saying that, I don't like to be miserable and bloody, what do you call it, like negative. You know, I'd rather someone throw me a positive right now and let me just get a step onto that ladder to get me out of this. That's what I think sometimes. I will take that. You know, I will take them steps. I don't know. But I know that it's a very lonely place. It's destructive as well. Even though I have had a substance problem, I think of things in order to escape. I'm still on pregabalin. That's the only medication I take at the moment. And, I've forgotten. What was I talking about? Escape? Pregabalin? Yeah, but that's it. That's all I can say really. I don't want to waffle. I don't care what I look like anymore. I've got to that point where I might, but then again, I have a day and I might just tidy myself up because I've stepped on that positive ladder and took that positiveness and thought, yes, I will do it. I will do it. Don't you fucking cry. I can edit it, so it's alright. I feel very inadequate taking people's advice. It feels, it's like it doesn't feel right. If people give me a positive, I shrug it off. I say, I feel like I'm going to be like this forever. That's the thing. Some people get the chance. Maybe they push themselves that extra bit. I wouldn't want to throw this on anybody, what I've got. I wouldn't want to share it. Is maybe giving it to them. I don't want to infect them. I can't think of anything worse than infecting people with what I've got. And if someone said, well, what have you got? I would say, I just threw that question at myself. I would say I've got an awkward existence. I don't know, it's just fucking awkward. Maybe I'm beginning to think that I've got 3 heads. You know, one time if a specific subject, imagine this, right? Imagine a subject on immigration. Like, I would have a view on, obviously, people do have views, but I would have one extreme view, then I'd have another extreme view I would flip it and be like, you know, say like the politics or whatever, one far right, one left, and then one in the middle. You know, I would be the loving person who wants to help, and then I'd get angry because, rah, is that normal? And then I'd feel slightly military about it, but firm. And I think that's probably the way forward. If I really feel, stand up for what I believe in. Whatever, but that is just a little skim of the surface of my views on things and what I'm doing and what I'm feeling. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't expect you to come along with me on this. Maybe you feel like this too. But there you go, you have it, and I'm gonna fucking try and get positive now. Positive, 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 positive. Happiness, happiness, happiness. Think like that. So my happiness would be to smile and the day will pass, you know. You never fully trust without a smile. Ding! I feel happy already, just smiling. I don't know how long it'll last. That's the other thing, things don't last for long, so I won't be smiling in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's it. That's not good.